I go by the name of Dolla Black, man. BDEMG music movies in the building. We got tuned in the Fox Cave Chronicles, you dig? I ain't had no company. I've been on the grind. So you know I ain't got the time, got the time, got the time. I ain't got the time, got the time, got the time. I ain't had no company. I've been on the grind. So you know I ain't got the time, got the time, got the time. I ain't got the time, got the time, got the time, yeah. Mind on my money, and the money on my mind. Niggas talking good but dragging their feet. I ain't really got the time. I've been hustling trying to get the big deal started with niggas and dime. It's a hell of a climb, but I'm getting mine. I'm in my prime. Look, granny say seeking your fine. Well, I believe that's why I'm looking for me. Start up a couple of businesses, so when I finish, I hook up the family tree. Asking me what's in my future, I see some millions. Fuckers are family to me. I ain't thinking about the time, cause I'm knowing with the time and grind, the family gon' eat. Here you gon' eat my cellular. Telling me you think I'm out here playing games. No, you ain't fucking no regular. Regular can't afford to change lanes, so I ain't gon' shoot you like a lame dame. Just gon' remind you that I'm on a mission, and when I get posted, I send you a picture, and when I get home, you get that issue, yeah. I've been on the grind, so you know I ain't got the time, got the time, got the time. I ain't got the time, got the time, got the time. I ain't had no company. I've been on the grind, so you know I ain't got the time, got the time, got the time. I ain't got the time, got the time, got the time. I ain't been chasing no women. I'm out here chasing this money and getting these ducats. Like I went back to the court. I'm out here taking these angles and getting these buckets. I always tell King Dolla when I get back in the game, it seems it's a problem, but it ain't never a problem when I be making this money and giving you dollars. So let's get back to the basics. Only the paper I'm chasing. You see the look in my face. No, I ain't coming to play. Oh, so you think it's a game? Well, I'm about to run up the stakes. I gotta run up the bank, doing whatever it takes. Yeah, yeah. Look, ain't no bar I can't meet. What I see make it possible. If you don't work, you don't eat. Ain't no pressure, just obstacles. So when you hear me talking out your shit, best believe I won't say a thing. Constantly asking me who I'm with. It's just the hustle charges to the game. I've been on the grind. So you know I ain't got the time, got the time, got the time. I ain't got the time, got the time, got the time. I ain't had no company. I've been on the grind. So you know I ain't got the time, got the time, got the time. I ain't got the time, got the time, got the time. It's time for my project 2020. You can stream that everywhere, man. Signed by Dolla.com, coming soon. You can purchase it there too. Fuck with me. Next up, I'm gonna get into another single that I dropped last year, 2020. While niggas was bullshitting in the pandemic, I was working. You feel me? Plenty work out right now, bro. Let's run.
Yo, wait a minute, Dolla. You know what we gonna do? We gonna save that for the end of the show.
Oh, okay.
We gonna kill them with it at the end. You know what I'm saying? We can't let them have everything at once. No, we can't do that, man. We can't do that.
Let's get to it, then. Follow me, man, while we setting up. Follow me, man. Shout out to the Fox Cave Chronicles, man. Follow me at The Real Dolla Black on Instagram. They hacked my shit at 10.8 thousand.
Damn.
Yeah, so we building up, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no pressure.
Alright. Let me get myself together for another amazing show. Yo, y'all already know what time it is. It's your girl Foxy, and y'all tuned in to the Fox Cave Chronicles. And who we got tonight in the cave, man?
Man, it's Big Dolla, man. Dolla Black, man. In the cave, Black Dolla Entertainment Music Group is steady rising, steady growing. We the business, we the deal. You know what it is, nigga.
Alright. It's good to have you in the cave.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, we gonna chop it up big time, you feel me? But first, shout out to my team, Rooster Black and Jonathan Hollins. Rooster Black was here earlier. We just finished up Dear Silence's show. Yeah, so Rooster Black was in the cave, and I appreciate him for that. And shout out to Jonathan Hollins as well. Man, you know Fox K Pump got sponsors. We got sponsors,
Talk your shit.
man. Pop my shit.
Oh, don't run your sponsors off now. Let me do it. You don't do it.
My sponsors know I'm lit, though. All my sponsors know I'm lit. That's why they sponsor me, man. For real, for real. Shout out to Ayana Prime. She was my very first sponsor for season 2 of the Fox K Chronicles for the entire season. So I appreciate her for that. Shout out to Steve Hendricks over there at Hendricks Tattoos and Piercings, right here in Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Y'all follow Stevie Hendricks 87 on Instagram. He is the owner and the artist. Facebook, Hendricks Tattoos. Google Hendricks Tattoos and Piercings. Man, y'all got the stimmy. Y'all got the taxes.
Shot with my dog.
Y'all ballin'. Go spend some of that money with the black-owned businesses, man. So big shout out to him for being a sponsor for season 2 of the Fox K Chronicles. Also, big shout out to Cliff Brewster over there at Palmo Valvo, right here in Jackson, Mississippi, 740 Larson Street. Like I said, y'all got the stimmy. Y'all got the taxes.
She want y'all to spend y'all money.
Y'all need a ride. They walking though. You know what I'm saying? Up to the money, but they walking. They need some wheels, man.
They need a bike or something. No, go to Paul Mo. Ain't that what you said? You said Paul Mo.
Volvo.
And who they ask for?
Cliff Brewster.
Cliff Brewster, man. Go get your shit from Cliff Brewster, like right now. Like right now.
And tell them Foxy and Dolla.
That's 923. Go get it right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Put you in something nice and affordable. He got you. Big shout out to him. Shout out to Occasions LLC, Angel F. Big old shout out. Man, she been out here hustling, grinding, man, on Easter baskets. She sold like over hundreds. You know what I'm saying? Like really getting it in. And you know what's so crazy about it? I mean, I've seen people that do baskets. I'm gonna be real talk on it. But when they say occasions, they mean any, every, all.
That mean Easter, Christmas, birthdays, July 4th, Memorial Day, Martin Luther King Day, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Black Friday.
Yeah.
All occasions.
Yeah. Keep going.
Monday.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
Whatever occasion you can think of.
She got you. So make sure y'all go over there on Instagram and follow Occasions LLC. Shop around, browse, put your order in. She got you. And she also does the door reads. You know what I'm saying? You might want your college alumni. You might want your favorite NFL team. You know what I'm saying? On your door. She got you. And she got the yard signs going as well, man. She like a one-stop shop, man.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? So let's support black-owned businesses, baby. Big shout out to Occasion LLC. Shout out to Uncle Latoya Lawson. She been doing it real big. She is a female black author. She has the Moss Sitter book series going. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go on over to Amazon and pick up the Moss Sitter book series. On top of that, in the midst of her writing books, she been writing books too.
She been writing books.
Man, listen, she a female rap artist as well, man.
What that what you said earlier? Books and hooks.
Books and hooks. Y'all go on YouTube and check her out, man. She just had a performance at that blues show they just had. You know what I'm saying? So big old shout out to her. I appreciate her for being a Silver Fox sponsor. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate her. Benita Lee, big shout out to her family friend that just wanted to support. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the sponsors that support just because.
Yeah, that's the best kind of sponsor. They ain't looking for nothing in return. Just you know what they're looking for in return? For you to be great. That's it.
That warms my heart, man. Like it really does.
That's easy.
Yeah, I appreciate her big time. And my 7th sponsor, Serena Davis over there at Paradise Skates. Serena Davis over there at Paradise Skates, 2460 Terry Road, Suite 1600, is bringing fun, entertainment in a safe environment, man. You know what I'm saying?
Bringing skating back.
You hear me? That's what we need, man. Like we really need that. On Friday, she has lip sync Fridays.
For real? On skates?
They have like the lip sync, the lip sync contest where you can win money.
Like
You know,
skating though, they just skating and lip sync. I was gonna
I
say, those some talented motherfuckers.
I gotta go, dog, because I ain't been
I can't
yet.
skate and think, man. They skating and lip sync. Sheesh, God.
They tough, ain't it?
They tough, boy. They tough.
Big old shout out to Serena, man. She is a red box sponsor, so I appreciate her. Big old shout out to her. Y'all go over there and check out Lip Sync Fridays, man. They're good entertainment. And you can win some money.
Get your bread.
Can't lose. For real, for real. Okay, Dolla, we're going to get off into this thing, man.
Let's do it.
It's good to have you in the cave.
Man, I'm blessed to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
Awesomeness, awesomeness. First of all, for the viewers that watching right now, you know, a lot of people might want to know, they're like, who is Dolla Black? You know, I'm running about him, you know. And let's just start with a little bit about your background. Where you from, where you grew up, and, you know, things of that nature.
Born and raised right here in Jackson, Mississippi, man. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. We're actually right around the corner from where I grew up at. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in Shady Oaks. So we right here. I remember when this was Ham's place, you feel me? Going crazy out, old folk being here, jig. They were older than me at the time, you feel me? They were really like 20, 30, you know what I'm saying? They were partying. But at the time that I was around here, you know what I'm saying? I was a young buck, man, Shady Oaks. Went to Span Elementary, Chastain Middle School, Murrah High School, graduated from Tougaloo College, but been in Jackson all my life, you know what I'm saying, for the most part. First part, I was in Chicago for a minute when my parents was together. They divorced, my mom moved back down here, and then I've been here since, you feel me? So I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, man. Been doing music for a little over 12 years now, man, right here in Jackson, Mississippi. It's crazy coming back in here because one of my very first shows, if not the very first show, no, it was my second show in my career ever, was right here in this building, man.
Stop it, man.
I ain't been here forever. It's crazy to see that the place is still growing and flourishing, man. When you come in and you see that everything been hooked up and renovated, they let you know that people still going, people still doing good, and it just feels good, man. About that memory. Shout out to Ambos, the whole Ambos family. Jay Skills was actually who put me on. Rest in peace to Jay Skills. He put me on that ticket, man. And me and my brother, I was in a group at the time. Them boys, we came in here and rocked with them. They whole family was here. They was deep, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, it's beautiful vibes. But man, a little over 12 years, still kicking my shit, doing what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now, what's this on your shirt? Tell me about this.
BDE Music Group is the rebranded company. When I kicked out my own company, my own record label was Black Dolla Entertainment, BDE. That's the first 3 letters in it. And I rebranded maybe 2 years ago and began to bring in younger artists because a lot of the artists that I was working with, they had came up, they did what they could do, they became established. And I created Black Dolla Entertainment to be able to kind of do what I felt like wasn't being done in the industry anymore, which is artist development. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be able to pull artists in, show them what I knew, show them how I record and what I thought was the right way to record. And it's basically my chemistry, my methods, you know what I'm saying? How to perform, the right way to perform, what to think about, what you're supposed to be doing with your business, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the fourth. So I created BDE Music Group and partnered with a lot of artists from, not a lot of artists from here, but a few artists, Young Jules.
Shout out to Young Jules,
Trey
man.
Dice, Jody Boy, Mojo Kids, Crystal Jim, Sika Noxolo, which is also my business partner, man. Shout out to her. Kiara, which is also a female vocalist under the brand, and my newest and youngest artist, Rapper One King. That's my son. He want to rap now, so you know what I'm saying. We got a house where we really just trying to build and keep doing everything that we can do to help artists grow and continue to feel like it's possible to achieve what they're trying to achieve.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Now, tell me about your name.
Dolla Black. So, I got the name Dolla Black. I got the name Dolla from playing basketball. I played basketball in high school. And I was a neighborhood baller, and I played on an actual basketball team in the neighborhood. Just my style of play. Somebody from the neighborhood just started calling me Dolla for whatever reason. I can't remember what the definition was and the reason why he started doing it. But everybody just started calling me Dolla. Then when we got into rapping, my brother started calling me Black. I put them all together and said, all right, I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna do what I do. And you know what I'm saying? It's a name. Why I try to make something up when you already got one?
Hey, it works though. It works for you. It works for you.
Yeah. So now I'm trying to import more strategies to help the artists that I work with get their dollars. You know what I'm saying? So in the end, it's all coming together.
Okay. I can dig that. For sure. Now, I know you said you've been doing this for like 12 years.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Take Foxy down the timeline. Like when did you first get off into this? Like, were you a part of a group, or have you always been a solo artist? Like, how did it all come together?
Initially I was in a group with my brother, man, Rock. Shout out to Rock. We was in a group. We called ourselves Them Boys. We was just basically trying to figure it out. We was younger. We was recording on tape recorders and rapping into the boom box because we figured out the boom box had a mic on it. Then rapping into the computer screen because the computer screen had a built-in mic to it. And then I said, well, let's figure out how to get the sound better. We started buying studio equipment, you know what I'm saying, and really trying to figure out how to get our sound to be what we hearing on the radio stations and what we hearing other artists putting out. That's what we wanted to do. Also having a cousin that was going crazy at the time, that was a part of a group known as AAA. My cousin Tricky, Timothy Hudson,
man,
he was going
Tricky,
crazy.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? With AAA, they got the rap trucks and all kind of craziness going on around the city.
I think you mentioned that when I had him on the show.
Yeah,
man.
you know what I'm saying? They was going crazy. So us seeing that and Rock having history of me just being at the house and him and Tricky was rapping into the stereo, and I wasn't rapping at the time, so I'm just kind of seeing it and like, nah, okay, that's dope. It's different. I didn't know we could do that. You know what I'm saying? So going through that, then going into a group, helping build a group, My High Music Group. Prior to that, Jack Pack, which was composed of Calico Panage, Tricky, Cassius, Them Boys, Jay White, Drew, a whole bunch of artists where we was just at my roommate Jay White. We was at our townhouse just trying to figure it out, you know what I'm saying? Still putting music together, trying to get it together. That happened, and then me and bro told me I can go and do my solo thing. He got into some other stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up creating Black Dolla Entertainment, and the rest is pretty much history, man. Just really trial and error, not being afraid to fail, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like even if you fail, you're still making progress. You know how to do it right the next time. So that's how it all came together.
Awesome. Man, I love hearing the stories, man.
Yeah.
The guests tell me about their journeys and how it all started. And I love the timeline, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's got a different, you know what I'm saying, timeline and story to tell.
Facts.
For real. Okay, now, do you write all your lyrics?
Of course, yeah. But I'm not impartial to people who, I am hip to how the industry works. I'm not impartial to people who come in and they say, I got this pop record and I already got the hook on it. And I'm using that as an example because I had a record that ended up being placed on ESPN called All Day, where me and Super J both took part in writing the hook to that record. And that record went to do a lot more than it probably would have did if I did it by myself. So yes, I write all my lyrics. I write all my raps. If it's verses, I'm writing all of that. Hooks, I might have songwriters because I respect having a higher goal than, you know what I'm saying, I could probably reach by myself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
Tell me what your lyrics are about. Are you writing about real life experiences or what?
I try to keep it as close to reality as possible. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do nothing outlandish like talk about selling dope and shit like that. I never did that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to do that in my background, in my history. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't gonna hear you're not gonna hear a record with me talking outside of something that's outside of my character and my experience.
Right.
But I will write from perspectives of things that I'm seeing and or visualizing. Because I understand that music business is also a part of a larger entity called the entertainment business. You know what I'm saying? And with our music, whether it's real life or not, if it ain't entertaining, it ain't gonna sell. Point blank period. You know what I'm saying? Some people might fuck with it and you'll get the badge of being the realest nigga out or whatever the case may be, but that might only sell in your hood and your block. If it ain't entertaining to the world, you're not gonna meet your goal. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like some people actually wanna be global artists. So I think where we from here in Mississippi, everybody pride themselves on being the realest doing it, and that's great. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel that. I understand people having pride in their music and only want to talk about what they talk about. But I can guarantee you, if you set them people beside Denzel Washington tell you he don't do half the shit he acted, and he a millionaire, a multi-millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still a business. So I respect the business, man. You know what I'm saying? I understand that it's a business and we trying to change each other's lives in doing that shit. So if you stretch the truth, as long as you ain't doing shit that's gonna get you jammed up and beat up when your squad ain't around, I respect it. You know, I respect it.
Yeah, I can feel it, man. I can feel it. Man, tell me about the song you just performed.
Time was my first release. I haven't released music that previous year. Let's see, so that was 2019. I didn't release any music in 2019. And in 2020, I decided that I was gonna drop a song every month. At the end of every month, I was gonna drop a record. On top of the fact that I was preparing to go on my first tour, my first independent tour. And time came together just with me listening to beats. Ironically, my son picked that beat and he was just freestyling on it. And while he was doing whatever he was doing, you know how you listening to somebody but you ain't really paying attention.
Right.
Because I had an idea. Like I was like, damn, I got a hook. All right, cuz, hurry up. You know, I know you freestyling, but I need you to come to a close. And then my wife came in, she like, I want to freestyle too. I'm like, bro, y'all killing me right now. But keep going, you feel me? Like, do your thing.
Right.
And then when they got finished, I was like, all right, let me open up a new session and pull the beat back in. You know what I'm saying? So that came together just about having goals, being focused, and not really having time to do anything else that somebody else doing that ain't pertaining to doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Just only having time to do what it is that you're trying to do.
Who does your beats?
AV Evo is one of my main producers, man. But I have had the pleasure to work with a lot of producers. My next album that I'm currently working on, I wanted to be solely producers from Mississippi, if I can help it. If not, producers that I'm directly tied into. I've had the pleasure of working with Charles Palmer. I've had the pleasure of working I mean, my bad, Gutter Boy. I had the pleasure of working with Gutter Boy.
On purpose.
I had the pleasure of working with Hollywood Look, man, Fly Walker, Thomas DeMartini, man, the Hennessy. I had the pleasure of working with Fly Walker. I had the pleasure of working with Sigma. Pleasure of working with John Quest, man, Stan 360. A lot of producers, and that's just the producers that I've had the pleasure of working with from Mississippi. I'm actually tied in and collaborating with a label out of Atlanta now, Bandwidth. So I always have the pleasure to work with their producers as well. Hood Music, Peasy, Shay Renaissance, the squad. Like if you're close to me, I'm working with you. That's just how I feel.
All right. Now, I noticed that you had an event yesterday.
Facts.
Tell me all about it, because see, I jumped on your live, man, and then I said something, but you ain't say nothing back. And then I looked back. The shit had said, was live.
Yeah.
I'm like, this shit already played out, man.
Yeah,
no
man.
wonder you want to stand
Look,
there.
and then I'm performing. Oh, you talking about when I was just shouting out the event?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I wasn't live right then, but
Tell us about it.
My freedom, my vote, man. I had the pleasure of being out here, man, getting called back to perform for my freedom, my vote. That was put together by Mississippi Move, man, a conglomerate or a company entity that's focused on making sure that our people are aware of how much power we actually have with voting.
Oh, that's
being
greatness
able to
right
vote.
there.
You know what I'm saying? So they had a lot of vendors out there, man. They had tables out there to where if you weren't registered to vote, you could register to vote. The first 100 people that came got free food. It was no admission, you know what I'm saying? Free admission. So everybody that came got to get in and got to see the show, man. It was just great vibes. my son actually performed his very first show.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Ever. You know what I'm saying? So he performed. It was dope, man. I could tell he was shook. You know what I'm saying? Because that's different for him. But he took it on the chin like a champ, man. I was very proud, man, and we had fun. That's all we could ever do.
Man, we was coming on our way back from Texas, man.
Yeah.
So we was a little, I was like, dang, though. I would have went, checked it out, man. And it was over there by the old KJ's.
You're in the parking lot of the old KJ's, man. The parking lot. So it was a lot of space for those of you who worry about COVID and face masks and all that. You had more than enough space to come out and enjoy yourself, but I understand. I get it.
How was the turnout?
It was great, man. It was great. It was a pretty good turnout, man. They were very intrigued with the performers, myself, and Stephanie Lucky. I don't know if y'all
shout out to Stephanie Lucky. Stephanie, we gotta get your interview rescheduled because I had her scheduled for the show, but then there was a night the weather had got like really bad. Storming, you know.
See, one thing I know about Stephanie ain't gonna play with no weather. Now, you can have a book,
she sure
but if the weather cutting up, Stephanie ain't coming out the house.
She sure said
so she put on an amazing show, and I saw that she posted today that the response that she got from the crowd on her original music was crazy to her. She didn't think that people really knew the music. But now she is a fantastic artist. And my homeboy, Merk B. Williams, he was hosting. So, it was a lot of laughing and joking going on, man. It was just a great vibe, a great time.
Man, I worked with Stephanie, back when, we had did a couple stage plays together. In the stage plays, she was like a backup singer, like doing what she does now, but actually acting, but and that's how I met her, and she's always been had such an amazing spirit, so loving and caring, just an all around good person, so shout out to her, girl. Like, I get your interview rescheduled, cool. Get you on up in here. I get you on up in here. Now, Dolla, tell me about your creative process, like when you writing and everything like that. How does that go down?
I'm very particular about the energy that I receive from the beat. Like, I don't really listen to beats unless I'm around my recording setup or whatever. Because whatever I think initially is how I want to go with the record. You know what I'm saying? So I know if I linger around with it or I'm listening to beats and I'm not where I can actually record my idea or my thought, then I might lose it or it might change. And I feel like the organic feeling that you get from it is what you should run with, you know what I'm saying? Because the producers have the ability to speak to us artists through music, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might not know exactly where the producer was going, but they call the melodies chords for a reason, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes the producer might strike a chord that resonate with your soul and pull you to speak about something. But if you're not available to receive it the way it's supposed to be received, then you might miss it. You know what I'm saying? So I take my time too. Like, I'm a patient creator, like, because I got a lot of stuff going on, you know what I'm saying, outside of music. I'm a businessman, I'm an entrepreneur. I got artists that I pride myself in taking care of. So if they got stuff going on, at times I put their stuff before mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm a recording engineer. I'm actually an in-house recording engineer at Bandwidth Studios in Atlanta. So most of the times I'm focusing on recording the clients or mixing the clients, because I also mix my own music and mix my company's music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing that. I also just picked up photography. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking pictures and doing behind the scenes.
They're keeping steady.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And my wife is a realtor, and I'm helping her behind the scenes. You know
Shout out to
so,
wife. We got to get you on the show too, baby.
So she can talk about selling these houses.
You got to know it. You got to know it.
She juggling 2 states. She sell houses in Mississippi and Georgia. So it's just a lot that go into being me, on top of the fact that I got to be a father and a husband. So all of these is jobs that I got to do, you know what I'm saying? And each one of them require a certain amount of time for everybody to feel like they getting their just due. You know what I'm saying? So I take my time. I try to give myself the benefit of the doubt and not get down on myself when I'm trying to create if I haven't created in a couple of days or a week or so, because that's one of the reasons why I write down everything I do. Because if I do get to a point where this week I feel like I ain't creating enough, then I go back and look at what all I did. I was like, okay, all right, well, at least I was productive. Right. You know what I'm saying? At least I wasn't sitting around.
Give me credit. Give me my credit. At least
I wasn't sitting around just watching snowfall. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just binge watching shows and shit like that. So
doing nothing.
Yeah, you feel me? So I tend to be patient with myself creatively because I know once I get my stride, it's up.
Alright, I feel it. Now tell me how you linked up with my girl Seeker, because this man, listen, whether you know it or not, Dolla, I've actually been waiting to get you on the show since season 1.
Sheesh. When season 1 started?
Season 1 was, the first show was July 20th.
2020?
Yeah.
Sheesh. It was a layover.
So, but you know what I'm saying? But she kept her word with me, you know what I'm saying? Like we had set a date. And then I think we had to reschedule, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but in the long run, she still, I guess when you finally hit the city, you know, she hit me up. So big shout out to her, my girl Seeker. That's my left hand man. I say my left hand man because my wife more right, but you know, that's my left hand man. If all my business go through Seeker, man. So how I met Seeker, you asked me about my path and my journey. And I mentioned a group called Jackpack. Well, Seeker was a part of Calico Panage, in which Calico Panage was a part of Jackpack as well. And we all was in my townhouse trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So like, Seeker is an artist as well?
Come on, fam. You ain't know. The meal plan by Seeker is out right now on all streaming services.
She ain't told me nothing. And she know I gotta get her on the show.
Yeah, the meal plan is out right now, man. Go get that. Don't be hurt. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something about Seeker. Seeker is a focused individual. You know what I'm saying? So she wear a lot of hats. She do a lot. She managed me. She got an artist development agency that, you know what I'm saying, partners with artists to help them move along. Shout out to Emily. She also works with Black with No Chaser, which is a huge media
I knew
company.
about that.
You know what I'm saying? So Seeker wears a lot of hats that require a lot of attention. You know what I'm saying? On top of being a business partner with Ashley Noxolo, which is a designer, you know what I'm saying? A fashion designer. Yes. So she, just like me, juggling a lot of hats, you know what I'm saying? So when the time comes around for her to be an artist, she gonna shine in that lane. But right now, I think it's a lot of stuff that's taking priority because she see the fruit in it. So she's allowing herself to be used in that manner. But that's how I met her, you know what I'm saying? A couple of years ago, we was talking. She had moved out to Texas, and I just asked her, I was like, yo, you ever, like, you was booking Audience Control. I'm doing Exchange Jackson now. You ever thought about being like a booking agent? She was like, yeah, well, not really, but I was like, nah, let's try it. And she was like, okay. And that's how we started working together. So she was responsible for booking my first tour. She was responsible for getting a lot of the looks that I've been getting since we started working together. And so any and everything that I do will run through what's now my management team, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to put my right hand and my left hand together. So when you looking for Dolla, you either going to get my left hand, which is Seeker, or you're going to get my right hand, which is Keith. You know what I'm saying? And they really do a great job of keeping my head on straight as far as handling business. You know what I'm saying? And because I got a huge heart, like I give until I ain't got nothing else to give. And my right hand hate that, you feel me? Because if I ain't got nothing else to give, I ain't got nothing left to give up. And my left hand understand that that's priority. I gotta have something to give. So, and we building dynasties right now, man. We thinking about legacy and the futures of our kids and the people that's around us that we love and respect and we take care of. So business is business, man. I got business people around me to help me keep my head on straight.
Oh man, you know what? That's amazing and it's awesome because, you know, that's what you need. We need that. Facts. We need that, like seriously. What cities did you hit with your first tour?
Man, you finna pull out some emotions, man, cause COVID killed me, man. COVID shut the tour down, man. Well, it's kind of still going. Me and Seeker said we just gonna put a dot on it and say 2020 and 2021 and 2022 tour since the world's starting to open up. But Baton Rouge, we hit New Orleans, we hit Atlanta, we hit not Starkville. What was the coast, Dre? What was the city in the coast? Gulfport. We hit Gulfport. And we had a couple more days that was booked, but we couldn't get to. Like, we was about to run into, like, we had festivals booked. We had a lot of different different places. We had one booked in Nebraska that we didn't get a chance to go to. You know what I'm saying? It was about to be my first show in Nebraska. So it was a lot, but I can guarantee you, we're gonna get some get back. I put that on me. We're gonna get some get back, and we're gonna get them days back for real.
Now, the ones that you did hit, that you were able to hit, how were you accepted? Like how was love? Like
it was amazing. Like, I left one off, which was probably one of the better shows, Hattiesburg.
Hattiesburg be turned.
Yeah, it was amazing, man. I had two other artists jump on there with me that's from Hattiesburg, and they helped with the promo. We actually had the venue, so it wasn't like a promoter reached out to us for that. We took the venue and did what we wanted to do with it. Dre Dice was over the music. He had that jump rocking.
Yeah.
And we just enjoyed ourselves, man. Everybody was very receptive. And I think that's because of the energy that I like to carry into the events. You know what I'm saying? Most artists, they go into venues and they not known and they kind of separate themselves and wait until it's time for them to perform. I go in and I like to introduce myself to everybody that's in the building.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if you're here, I don't know if you're here for the show or not, but you're going to get a show. And you need to feel like you have some type of connection with me once I get on that mic that make you turn and at least pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not old to me, but you know what I'm saying? I could at least encourage you by showing myself as personable, you know what I'm saying? And showing myself as an entity that you might want to get to know and somebody that cares about you even being in a place where I'm about to perform, man. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thirsty.
Yeah.
For real. I'm almost done with that bomb. But anyway, back to the music. Now, the next song that you're gonna give us, tell me about that. You get ready to give it to us right there.
I was in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to performing.
Hold up, cause that man ready to go.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, she said two. I'm just thinking two. I forgot that you said one at the beginning, one at the end. You know, like, I was gonna go right into it. But Say My Name, man. Say My Name was also a part of the 2020 collection. Where I dropped a record every month last year. Say My Name is produced by AV Evo. Crazy record, dope sample, dope vibes, dope energy, hype. Yeah, I love it. It's one of my better records of the 2020 collective.
Now, what are you currently working on now?
Currently, I'm working on a lot. As I stated earlier, I'm a magician now, but I'm working on a project. I'm working on an album, my official second album. That's what I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? So I dropped my first album in 2014, Let Me Work. That's what really gave me my staple and my footprint in Jackson and around Jackson. And I haven't dropped another album since. You know what I'm saying? I've just been dropping EPs and singles since. So I'm working on my official second album. And in the meantime, with me recording so much content, I'm just gonna be giving away that content in the forms of singles and EPs, you know what I'm saying? And some may still meet the actual album, but that's what I'm working on. I'm focused on putting together the best and greatest collection of music that I can put together.
Yes, sir.
And I'm getting a lot of help from, again, like I said, I'm collaborating with a label out of Atlanta, Band with Atlanta. Shout out to Willpower, Auntie Tessa, Griggs, Panama. I got a whole squad over there, A&Rs and creatives that's actually in and been around the music industry that's kind of helping me organize and orchestrate my vision so that way it come off the best way possible. Because Let Me Work was a monster. It featured DJ T. Lewis talking with me through the interviews. You know what I'm saying? DJ Big Shaka helped me put that one together. Streets on Floor helped me. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I had my mind on straight with doing it. AV Evo was over a lot of the production on that.
So I feel like a conglomerate is always needed when you're talking albums because they may have a perspective that you don't have. So that's what I'm working on. But in the meantime, you will be getting the project at the end of this month, an EP, on my birthday, man, April 30th. You will be getting the first set of the EPs that's coming from me attempting to find the balance and bring out this album, man. So be on the lookout for that. April 30th is going up.
Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. For real.
Yeah.
On everything, man. Now listen, tell me some of the artists that you've worked with here in Mississippi.
Sheesh. All of them. I could almost say, well, I can't say that because, you know, Mississippi, we got new artists every week. But a majority of them. Shout out to...
I know you did something with Young Jules, right?
Of course, yeah. Man. Of course, the BDEMG family, that goes without speaking. Jody Boy, Crystal Jim, Dre Dice, Mojo Kids, Kiera, Seeker, all of them, man. Vitamin C, my bad, I almost left C out.
Gotta get
Vitamin
C on the show.
Yeah, man, you know, I don't work with them. Outside of that, man, I had the Black Crown project where me and Savvy teamed up.
Shout out.
And we did some work. I got work with Hollywood Look, got work with Coke Bomaye. Nobody owes me nothing, man. It dropped last year with Coke Bomaye. I had 2 on them. KO, I done did work with KO. I done did work with Mookie Montana.
Shout out.
I done did work with OG Snap.
Shout out OG Snap, Mookie Montana, KO.
the squad.
Yeah, I was just in Texas with those guys.
Yeah, they crazy. They crazy with it. Crazy talented, man. Who else? I'm trying to think because you asked me. Yeah, Dono Vegas. Me and him ain't got one directly yet, but me and Dono Vegas met rapping with Rose Mo, man. Rose Mo pulled us in the studio and we did a record too long ago, so we long overdue. Vegas, I'm gonna be hitting you because I'm talking albums, so I gotta tap in with people who I know gonna bring that funk. Who else, bro?
DJ T. Lewis.
DJ T. Lewis, I was on his project, man. Go get that now, man. Be Safe is out now on all streaming platforms. I had a feature on there. It's called No East Side. Check that out, bro. But Jackson ain't got no East Side. Pay attention, bro.
Hey, you know what? You never hear nobody say from East Jackson.
Ain't no East
like,
Jackson,
where
bro.
Is that?
It ain't no
what
East Jackson, bro.
Where is East Jackson, y'all?
Is
Pearl.
No, Pearl is Pearl. Pearl is Pearl.
I thought Pearl is like another part of something else.
No, the closest to even thinking you in East Jackson is what they've just built a year or two ago, which is Eastover. That ain't even the east side of Jackson. So there's no east side, bro. It ain't no east side, man. And we popping out talking on them, man. So a lot of people, man, I had the pleasure of working with Jay Sky. I had the pleasure of working with Slim Pusher. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, man. Like I said, I've been here 12 years. I've been working 12 years, and I've always respected and honored having the opportunity to collaborate with artists, man. I got the opportunity to work with Satchmo Flanagan. I got the opportunity I want the opportunity to work with Stephanie Lucky. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many greats encompassed and so much talent that comes from Jackson, Mississippi, man. I want to work with everybody, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who out here doing it. If you're doing it and you want to work, man, chop it up with me, man. Hit me. I'm on everything. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, I'm on TikTok, but I don't do nothing on there because I don't understand it. I'm on Twitter.
Hey, my daughter got me on there. I just got an account.
But see, now you got a daughter who can show you how to work it. My son is 7. If he showed me how to work TikTok, I'm throwing the whole phone away. You 7, bro. I'm supposed to teach you how to do this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm getting rid of it, man. But everybody, man, I want to work with everybody because I truly believe that collaboration is almost a lost form, a lost art form. People feel like working with their people or the people that just champion them and tell them that they're great. That's all the people that you work with. I believe in working with other artists so that way you all can combine crowds and combine followings, and your listeners can get hip to my voice. My listeners can get hip to your voice, and we can go crazy. That was how me and Young Jules ended up really collabing and growing. And Jules I don't champion myself for it because she was already busting her ass. But the higher remix, me just jumping on the record and doing the remix with her, it helped her, you know what I'm saying, increasingly go and grow, and that helped us increasingly grow, and that enabled me to gain the trust with her to be able to say, okay, well, you a part of the family, you a part of BDEMG, and she championed that shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm always down to work, man, with whoever, man. Murder Man, I need to work with Murder Man, I need to work with.
Shout out Murder Man, what it do?
Like Silas just said, Battlefield PL. Everybody should be trying to get it, but niggas act like my flag ain't happy. Come on, man. That man got a classic of classics in Jackson, Mississippi, man. Everybody need to record with Battlefield PL, man. So it's all love, man. Anybody who want to work on, I'm willing to work. I'm willing to work, and that ain't saying that it ain't gonna come with a fee, because again, this is business.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm saying, I would be willing to chop it up with you and see what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm gonna say this because it's been told to me, you know, on the show a couple times. You got a lot of artists that say they don't like to do features with people because they have experience doing a feature with someone and they went harder than the person who, you know, whose song it was, and the person got mad. They ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It was, you know, big description about that, that ruined them on doing features with people. So, what's your take on that?
Well, I mean, you got to know what you stepping into. You got to know and understand that it's an art form. Like, if they went harder than you, step the fuck up. Go back in the gym and record another verse. Like, it ain't that hard. You know what I'm saying? Or if you feel like that person is just untouchable, then hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, put it out. You got washed. Get over it. you know what I'm saying? Right. But like, to me, when I do features and I ask people for features, it's because I hear you on the record. So it don't matter. Of course, it's competitive. I haven't been watched on any of my records, but if I give you a record, I'm expecting you to do your shit. I'm expecting you to go hard. I'm expecting you to go crazy. So that way, you can capitalize on whatever come from it, just like I'm gonna capitalize on whatever come from it. And then we can have a show and we go crazy. And the fans get the perks of seeing some artists that they may absolutely love collaborate and see that energy, that organic energy. I think if people feel that way about doing features, you shouldn't do features. It's cool. Don't do features. You know what I'm saying? But for the people who are mad that they being taken off the record because they went harder than the artist and you're not seeing no fruit come from it, start charging. But I mean, shit, again, it's a business. You wouldn't care about the record or want the record to go out if you got paid for it. You know, or if you at least putting stipulations, because I have contracts. If you're gonna do a feature with me, I'm gonna send you a contract and an agreement that states exactly what's supposed to be going on, how much I'm gonna get paid, what percentage of the royalties I'm supposed to get on the back end, how, if I did this much, this is what I get. If I did that, this is what I get. If I did that, this is what I get. Right. If this is not followed, then you're gonna hear from my people. Yeah. Because it's a business. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the payment, the real payment is the back end. If you put it out and I can generate royalties, sure, I might cut you a deal on the front end. But if you don't put it out at all, okay, then it's my fault for passing on the fee. Or if you paid me and I'm good, don't put it out. You don't get your money back. It don't hurt me. You know what I'm saying? It's a business, man. It's a business. I talk business. I talk shop. All that other shit, I don't care about it. The competition, the championing me, you'll probably never hear me say in any of my lyrics I'm the greatest rapper out. For the simple reason that, goddamn, I don't care nothing about it. I want to be the greatest entertainer ever and be known for what it is that I do. And that's in entertainment, because we can be the realest motherfuckers in the bounds of Mississippi. And who the fuck cares? Nobody. So that's just my feelings, man. That's just how I feel.
I almost heard a pin drop then.
To let you know that don't nobody give a fuck. For those at home that missed it, the pin drop, because nobody cares if you're the hardest rapper inside of Mississippi. We got global shit going on. We got Deion Sanders here. You got people in and out the state that ain't never been to the state of Mississippi and probably was scared to come to Mississippi. Why you worry about being the greatest nigga as opposed to putting flyers on niggas' cars that's coming sitting at the East Jackson State game? Last week, Saturday, when I pulled into town, I turned on Woodrow Wilson. And you know, the first light where you're supposed to turn and go to like the DMV and shit, it was cars parked back there. And I was like, bro, what the hell is going on? But why is all these? It's a Jackson State. Damn, I wish I had some stickers or some QR codes or some business cards. Because I would walk this street and eat their ass up. But niggas don't believe in that shit no more. They believe in social media, Instagram, where you got algorithms that's fucking your post up. People not seeing it. You got 3,000 followers and only 500 of them seeing them because they got percentage algorithms and you ain't performing good enough on the likes, comments, and saves and shares. So ain't nobody seeing your shit. When you can come out and walk these streets. See, I also do consultations, business consultations. I'm gonna cut that shit off. I'm gonna cut that off. I do business consultations and shit for that. That's too much game. But you know, that's what I'm talking about. I want to be remembered for being one of the greatest to do it. Period. Like not just on the lyrics and the features and all of that shit, man. You gonna love my music, and if you don't love my music, oh well. 7 billion other people in the world that could love my shit if I get it to them. That's what I'm focused on. You know what I'm saying? So.
Alright. Now tell me about the artists that you have on this label.
Shout out to my people, man. Dre Dice. Pure White is out right now, man. Oh, my bad. What do you want to know about?
I want to know, first of all, who are they? Like, and how did they even become a part of this? And I need to get him on the show too.
You trying? Okay. All right. I see what you're doing. You trying to get more episodes out of me. That's what you're trying to do. Dre Dice, man. Shout out to my dog Dre Dice, man. The Indiana Barry White, man. Indianapolis Barry White. Is it Anderson? Anderson, Indiana, man. West Side AI. Dre Dice, I met him throwing his own shows at Concrete Kick. You know what I'm saying? Putting other artists on, and I respected that because at the time I think it was only me and Kamikaze putting on other shows for other artists in the city. Not doing your own show, putting shows on for other artists, man. And I had a conversation with him, and I enjoyed and respected the vibe that I got from him just off that one interaction. And then I started seeing him around more. And we connected, and I said, bro, like, come on, like, let's run. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure out how to get you where you need to be, if not just here, everywhere, or as an artist as a whole. That's how we connected. As I stated earlier, Young Jules, I met her outside of B-Day Radio when B-Day Radio's office was in the Enterprise building. One of my DJs, DJ Ron, brought her to me and was like, bro, she a fan of your music, but she just wanted to meet you. That's how I ended up here in Hyatt. She gave me a CD. Ended up here in Hyatt. She asked me to jump on it. I did what I did. We continue to grow and we continue to build a relationship. That was that. Mojo Kids, artist, he from here, but he based out of Houston, Texas right now. I met him through a mutual friend of ours, Kay Rose. She was managing him at the time. She brought him to me. And I listened to him, heard him speak. Insane talent. Come on, let's work. And that was at the beginning, like, truth be told, he was my very first artist under Black Dolla Entertainment, and he's still rocking with me to this day. You know what I'm saying? Jody Boy, AV Evo brought Jody Boy to the table. Jody Boy crazy. You ain't had Jody Boy on here? No. You need to get Jody Boy, man. Jody Boy crazy. He just dropped.
Told me about it.
Yeah, he just dropped not too long ago, man. He dropped the EP. He's working again, an insane talent, but he wasn't brought to me. He was brought to my producer, AV Evo, and AV Evo said this boy is good enough to be with us, you know what I'm saying? So that's how he got down. Crystal Jim, again, just somebody who I saw around the city working, going crazy, and her and Jules was like this. They had worked on, she did work on Earth Day, which was Young Jules' project. Crazy energy, crazy vibe. Yeah, she an R&B singer. She an R&B singer. Yeah, she just dropped her project on April 1st, man. Go get that now for all time. recorded and mixed and mastered by yours truly, Dolla. I mix and master. If y'all want to know more about that, reach out to me on my page. If you're an artist that record at your crib, or record with somebody who just ain't getting your sound right or where you want it to be, or you got ideas creatively where you want your music to grow, hit me so that way we can get out there worked out. Or go to signbydolla.com and click on the Mix by Dolla tab, and you can submit an inquiry to me, and we can chop it up about your music. But anyway,
yeah, I see you. I see you.
And then,
I support though. I support it.
Then we got vitamin C, man. Vitamin C is just a ball of energy, man. A ball of energy that's from Goshen, Mississippi.
I gotta get vitamin C on the show. I think I reached out.
She crazy.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I reached out on Instagram.
Vitamin C gonna need a lot of promo soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let her do her announcement. You know what I'm saying? But vitamin C is from Goshen, Mississippi, and she was going to Jackson State at the time. And again, I think I just earned her trust through working with Young Jules. You know what I'm saying? And her, Jules, and Jim, they were all a great collective together. So a couple instances popped up where I ended up working with C on some back office type. She had questions, she had this, she had that, she wanted to know. And I just spoke with her about it, and eventually she came to the family. Sika, I already told you the backstory on her. Kiara, which is also another one of our R&B artists. Okay. That's my right hand. That's my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to wife.
She's just, well, you know how we met. She's wife. So, I mean, you know, what more can I say, man? And everything else and everybody else is just organic, man. Like I'm not at the point yet where I believe that I'm just looking to pick up artists. I feel like the people that come to me and we have organic communications and organic vibes, that's how I end up working with you, and that's how we end up building. I ain't leave nobody off the list, dude.
Unknown.
Boys, stop. Okay, so Unknown got this tricky ass name. That's why I always forget to mention her. Unknown,
right?
Which is an artist that, you know, I don't know where she from. I don't know where she out of. I don't know nothing.
And that's the name, Unknown.
That's her name, Unknown. She pop up when she want to, but because her energy is pure, and you know what I'm saying, she really gained the respect from me in other creative ways. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really ride or die behind her. You know what I'm saying? She a great artist, a great talent that really just, she don't want the expectations of being an artist, but she love to create. So I work with her in that vein. Like you're not trying to meet no expectations, no strings, no nothing. You just absolutely love creating and creation. And that's what she does. Unknown is an incredible talent. She dropped her first project not too long ago. That can be found on Bandcamp. Well, that's it, right? I just had to check and make sure I ain't leaving nobody.
Who is this in the audience?
This Dre, man. Dre Dice, man. The Indiana.
Very
white, you feel me? Pure white out right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Pump fake out right now, man. You dig what I'm saying? On My Mind, featuring Dre Dice, which is a part of the 2020 collection. You heard his voice on my collection that I dropped in 2020, man. On My Mind is a crazy record, man. Go check that out.
Y'all like your day then, man.
Look at her, hey. BDEMG artists, go ahead and look at your calendars, cause boxing finna be hitting you talking about when you coming to my show.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
For real. You know, I really enjoyed this with you, man.
I enjoyed it.
And I most definitely gotta have you back again.
Let me know.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta catch up and keep up with you and keep spreading this greatness, because it's awesome. I want to get your take on the Mississippi music scene. Tell me what's your take on that.
In what aspects? Because like, it's a lot. It's so you know when you ask me stuff like that.
That's a whole nother show.
You know we can go any way. You know what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother show. Let's do one at a time. I'm just gonna do this one right here. Okay. Mm-hmm. What area do you think it's going in? It's moving in now?
It's definitely progressive, man. Like from understanding that my perspective is from 2007, 2008 to what I'm seeing now. You know what I'm saying? Where we in the year 2021, and everybody is growing, everybody is flourishing. You're seeing a lot more artists pop up and be a lot more productive. A lot more artists artists come out and have songs that's actually populating numbers now, and having fans. The one thing that I'm waiting to see, which hasn't been tried and true, is more artists booking their own shows and packing them out. You know what I'm saying? It's only been a few artists that's been able to do that that I could probably count. Dolla Vegas, Coco Maye, of course, this Silas, and the exchanges that I put on, but I don't consider them as shows for myself. I consider those as concerts for the artists. Mm-hmm. We're becoming a lot more aware of what we have and what we possess as artists and being in Mississippi. I don't think the artists that's coming up now are looking at it as a hindrance as being from Mississippi. I think they had an opportunity to look at it as I can really do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest benefit of it all, because when we were coming up, we was like, shit, we think we could do it, but let's try. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now it's like a lot of them move from the energy and from the vein of, we can do this, all we got to do is do it. And that's great. One of my hopes is that something that Dolla Vegas was campaigning for a couple of years ago was that the divide in sides, as far as street artists only rapping with the street artists and what they call us the hip hop artists or the backpack artists only rapping with the backpack artists. I hope to see a lot more collaboration, you know what I'm saying, across the lines, across the divides of who rep what and what go on, you know what I'm saying? I love to see Bob Street rap with goddamn Dre, you know what I'm saying? Something like that, so where it's the lines are being crossed and you seeing that they can go into each other's worlds and still be themselves, because that's a part of music too. Sometimes you got to get outside your comfort zone. You're not rapping on lo-fi beats. Somebody who's done an immaculate job of getting out of his comfort zone this year in itself has been Dale Mack. He just dropped Lone Lover, and it's damn near an R&B project. You know what I'm saying? But he's a rapper. You feel me? So seeing stuff like that is what excites me, because especially with the world being closed, it can make people get timid and think that, well, it ain't no reason to put out music, it ain't no reason to create, but it is, man. You still got people to touch, you still got parts of yourself and your artistry that you haven't touched that could make you become more than what you are.
But you know what? I'm beginning to see a lot more of rappers tapping into their R&B side as well. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, once upon a time, if you rap, it's like, you better not sing. Yeah. You didn't sing. You know what I'm saying? You rap and that was it. But now, you know, you actually have artists that are, and I mean, hardcore trap rappers. Yeah. But you know, but they tapping into their R&B side as well.
I mean, I think just because now it's a blurred line. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the rappers that strictly rap and that are cold with just rapping, like you don't really hear a lot about those artists, because you don't have any melodies, you don't have any the cadences or the harmonies or the harmonics that's catching. You don't really hear much about them because it's just not what's in right now. You know what I'm saying? The trends and people following the trends, that's what makes it difficult. You know what I'm saying? To if you don't put a harmony in it, you're probably not gonna be heard. You know what I'm saying? Unless you know what your fan base is and you can tap into your fan base and your fan base can do the work for you on the promotion side. You know what I'm saying? So it is a lot more doing it, but they not singing like on the R&B tip. They just doing harmonies. Auto-tune make it easy for people to do harmonies and hold the tone, but nah, that nigga Dale Mack was down there singing like
real live singing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he was going for the next Drake type shit. You know what I'm saying? Drake stepped off and then Drake came out and he was the hardest rapper out, and then the next 3 albums, you was like, well, what the fuck is this nigga doing? And it's like that. I said the same thing, but Mac had already forewarned me. He was like, you ain't gonna be ready for this. I'm like, okay, so I'm coming with an open ear and I'm listening. And I'm like, damn, okay, he pulled it off. So, I mean, that and the artists just trying different shit, man. Like, don't get discouraged, man. I know it seemed like these days it's frowned upon to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? Just be yourself, man. If you just a rapper, just be a rapper. Go hard. There's people that's gonna love you just for being that. Or if you feel like you got the artistic capacity to be able to blur that line.
That's with anything you do.
Yeah.
That's with anything you do.
Straight up.
You know I'm finna ask you about another song, and the reason I'm finna ask you about this song because I ain't put it on my story.
Oh, yo, this the one?
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Oh, man, shit, bro. I really don't know what to tell you about it. I just woke up one day and felt like popping my shit. Because it's something that I don't do often. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not boisterous. You know what I'm saying? I come from a modest vein. I won't say I'm humble because I know the definition, but I come from a modest vein to where I don't necessarily champion myself at all times. But this record, I felt like it was a necessity. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes even the position that I play is overlooked. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, in the Mississippi scene or in the scenes that I touch and I'm rapping around. So it was just like, okay, say my name, goddammit. Like, you're gonna say my, if you ain't gonna say my name in your regular conversation when you come to the show and I perform this song, you're gonna say my name. Why? Because I put a chant in the middle of the hook. You gotta chant that shit. As Jesse, you're gonna say my name. Period. Yeah.
Man, real talk, I have really enjoyed this. If anybody wanted to reach out, once again, give your social media contact.
Okay. On Facebook is Dolla, that's Dolla, BLACK, BDE, all spaces in between the words. On Instagram is The Real Dolla Black, The Real Dolla Black. And Twitter is Real Dolla Black. If you want to contact me, or you want to be a part of the people that get my text notifications, go on my Instagram page. And I got a Linktree link, and then there's going to be an option that say text Dolla Black. It's going to ask you for your name, your number, and your t-shirt size, because I do have giveaways where you may get a surprise t-shirt or something just for rocking with me and being a part of the text chain. Do that. That's the best way to get in contact with me. If not, and you're trying to do some bookings or some features, man, find Seeker, Knock Solo on Instagram and Facebook and DM her, because I can guarantee you one thing. If you come to me talking about, I'm gonna send you to her anyway. Because she gets it done, you feel me? Or just email bookdollarblack@gmail.com. Email me there if you want a feature, if you're trying to book me for a show, book me for a podcast, whatever you're trying to book me for, email bookdollarblack@gmail.com, and someone will get back with you expeditiously.
So between you and your boy right here, then neither one of y'all bring me no shirt.
So peep gang. Alright. Hold up. I just brought in the clothes that I needed because the show I had yesterday flew me in. I couldn't bring my merch. I ain't got no merch. I just got, you want the shirt off my back? Can you wear extra large?
I'll let you know. I think I'm.
Extra large?
I think I'm.
I'm gonna ask you one time, cause I might not get to you later. You better get me while I'm under the camera.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the shirt off his back, y'all. I'm getting the shirt off his back, man. That's what I do. I see I was trying to hold out, but I'm about to don't do that just like that for real. We want to thank Dolla Black for swinging down on the Fox Game Chronicles. He's always welcome back at any time. Once again, shout out to my team, Rooster Black and Jonathan Hollins. Shout out to Let me get to it. Shout out to my daughter. Let me go and put her out here real quick. I was gonna save
She said, and me.
I was gonna save it and
Be
say
clear.
something else.
Okay,
But
just say your
shout out to my daughter, Summer Hobson. Always in the cave. Always a pleasure, my lady.
Pleasure is all mine.
Shout out to my sponsors, man. Shout out to Yana Prize. Shout out to Steve Hendricks Tattoos and Piercings.
Steve.
Shout out to Cliff Brewster, Palmo Volvo, 740 Lawson Street, Jackson, Mississippi. Shout out to Occasions LLC. Follow on Instagram. Go shop and browse. Put your order in today. Shout out to author Latoya Lawson with the books and the hooks, man. Go pick up the Monster book series on Amazon, and also go check out her videos on YouTube. Shout out to Benita Lee, my sweetheart, my family friend, and shout out to Serena Davis over there at Paradise Skates, 2460 Terry Road, Jackson, Mississippi, Suite 1600. Go there and enjoy some wholesome, good fun in a safe environment. Y'all support all these black-owned businesses. Shout out to my sponsors, man. And if you would like to be a sponsor for season 2 of the Fox Cave Chronicles, shoot me a message. I got 3 sponsor packages available for you. You got the Arctic Fox sponsor package.
Silver.
You got the Silver Fox sponsor package.
Red.
You got the Red Fox sponsor package. Yeah, I see y'all peeping, man. Y'all peeping. Hit me up, and I'm pretty sure one of those packages will work for you. If you want to be a guest on the show, shoot me a message, and I'll give you the details on that. Also, May 15th, that's on a Saturday, I will be in Vicksburg for the UBL rap battle. If y'all ain't doing nothing, ride on down.
Shout out to my nigga Dolla, man.
Witness
Big C. I heard Big C gonna be battling. I wish I could come, bro. Shout out to y'all, man. UBL doing big things.
Alright. Shout out to my boy Stat too, man. For real. Like I said, I am the official sponsor for this battle. I will be doing interviews on site with these battle rappers, man, and also enjoying the experience as well, because this will be my first experience.
You're gonna love it.
You know
You're gonna
what
love
I'm saying?
it.
Also, get ready for the Fox Cave Chronicles rap battle. It will be coming June the 12th. So I'm gonna get the experience first. You feel me?
Go crazy.
And then I'll be ready to drop one up on my platform. You know what I'm talking about, man?
Go crazy.
Yeah. Real talk. So I'm excited about that. Season 2 will end May 31st. That will be the last show. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know. It's like the season went by so fast.
I want to interview. I want to be the last interview.
Make sure I get you ain't gonna be the last one.
Why? It could be special.
We'll get you one. We'll get her one. She started putting on the scene on live on the show.
She trying to get you
saying?
committed. Once it's on camera, it's over.
We'll talk about that. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna put together another reunion concert. I've been thinking about the theme for that. And it's gonna be a different vibe. I'm gonna say that. Because I just had the reunion concert. It was kind of cold. You know what I'm saying? So that was Hollywood come to Jackson. It was the red carpet event. So the next reunion concert, the weather gonna be nice. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. All donations for the show are welcome. Cash App $ FOXXYFIT. That's $ Foxy Fit. Send those donations in, man. Our donation goes to the show. I'm trying to upgrade, baby. Also, tomorrow at 9:00 p.m., get ready for Pose Talk TV. I will be chopping it up with the dance. Look how he look. Look how he look. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. But yeah, y'all tune in.
Look hosting?
Don't host.
Oh, you gonna host?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'll get luck on you. I know y'all finna be on some tomfoolery.
Oh
I ain't look.
Oh my goodness. You know what? I might think about letting come
Look at it. Have
one
the theme
show
song.
with me. We'll see about that. But man, y'all tune in for that. I know y'all been waiting. I've been promoting. We got the Instagram page up for that, so y'all go follow Pole Talk _TV. Shout out to my daughter for helping me with that. Let me give her credit. Because she did. She will. So y'all go follow Pole Talk _TV. Follow the Fox Cave Chronicles as well on Instagram. Am I leaving anything out? We having so much going on.
I see, boy, you got a script. You need a teleprompter.
Be working, but see how I be having all in my head.
That's crazy.
Be having it in my head,
See,
man.
I can't even remember 8 artists. You
be
ran out 12 sponsors.
I'm good like that. Shout out to my manager, man. I appreciate him for letting me have my shows over here at Designers Grill, 3028 West Northside Drive, man. Big old shout out to my managers, y'all. We got the shows on YouTube now. We are up and going on YouTube now. I mean, he been loading us up. So if you want to get the whole full Fox Cave Chronicles experience, go on YouTube and follow the Fox Cave Chronicles. And you're going to see the first show, which I had Bigelow as my first guest.
No scared.
You know what I'm saying? So you're going to see the first show, you're going to see how it all started, and it's just going to elevate. So make sure you follow, subscribe. I got so much going on, man. All these pages and stuff, man. It's like a whirlwind in my brain.
You need a website.
Dolla, don't add no more. It's coming. It's coming.
But see why you say add. If you got a website, you can just say go to foxcavechronicles.com for all your Fox Cave news, update shows, and more.
Coming soon.
And that's it.
Who making it?
Look, y'all ain't gonna be trying to do that. Checking me on my show, got stuff to do.
I apologize.
What the heck?
That was pretty good. Okay. All right. You know what?
Tell me that.
No.
Hey, Dolla. Hey.
My bad.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Dolla gonna give us another song before we get out of here. You gonna turn us up?
Yeah, let go, man.
Alright.
But we're gonna, slide these out the way.
You gonna have to.
To get to it.
You gonna have to. You gonna get that one too?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Trying to welcome.
I got you, bro. You know. What's up, Dre? Yeah. Yeah. Say my name out right now, here, what you did.
Word. You niggas been had me fucked up. Talking down like I ain't riding, I just looked up. Icons go black, know what the fuck's up. Tell them funny motherfuckers that the joke's up. Big king shit, Dolla know to keep it real. Only one to pop shit this big without a record deal. Humble man, but don't trip, I let it flex for real. New Dolla like, fuck how you feel, nigga. And fuck your seat at the table. Long as my blood warm, bitch, BDEMG the label. Look, won't no nigga say he made me unless in 87 him and mom was playing waist deep. Fuck with fam, you gotta face me. And if they hate it, let them hate them till they bitch to taste these. These new niggas finna hate me, and all the day ones gon' love when I am I the meanest nigga. Am I the prettiest and the baddest, baby? Am I the baddest motherfucker around who been 10 toes down with no fear, nigga? Say my name if you will. Yeah, Dolla. Give a fuck how they feel, nigga. Yeah. Look, reporting live from the 6, so I'm one over the number of a fucking matter. You niggas calling on Big Dolla, I'm so fucking flattered. Trying to take shots at the moon, can't build a fucking ladder. Why am I arrogance? It's hard when you know you better than niggas. They put you in the box with the burn. They done buried me twice, turnstile like I was finishing. I come back harder, but when the fuck will you learn? I'm on fire, burn, motherfucker, burn. And they can't stand this shit. They know I got that heat, and they can't fuck with it. Look, can they fuck with me? I'm just too gone. This shit bigger than a song. They didn't let me in my zone, yeah. Fuck with fam, you gotta face me. And if they hate it, let them hate until they bitch still taste these. These new niggas finna hate me, and all the day ones gon' love when I ask. Am I the neatest nigga? Am I the prettiest and the baddest, baby? Am I the baddest motherfucker around here who been 10 toes down with no fear, nigga? Say my name if you will. Give a fuck how they feel. Yeah. I am Dolla Black, man. You tuned in to the Fox Cave Chronicles. Follow me on Instagram, TheRealDollaBlack. I'm at this bitch, shinebydollar.com, coming soon. Fuck with me.
Alright, and we out.